Executed. Executed by a man who's supposed to love him. How do I feel as a father, giving my trust to a man I thought that was going to protect my daughter?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more stories. Genesis Rice, 18, was born in Jersey City, New Jersey, but she lived in Simpsonville, South Carolina. She was a mother of 2 kids who she adored very much. Genesis worked very hard to provide for her family. Keeping a roof over her kids' heads was a must. To know her was to love her. She was very forgiving, who tried to see the good in everyone, and she had a smile to die for. She was in a relationship with Abusive Lindsay, 22, who she shared her baby girl with. In the beginning, their relationship was good. Later on, Abusive became very abusive towards Genesis. One incident had happened in October of 2022 when she confronted him about her car. They both got into an argument, and that's when he punched her in the face, slammed her into a car multiple times, and then he struck her. She was 6 months pregnant at the time. A friend of hers drove her to the hospital because she was coughing up blood. Later, charges were being brought against him, but Genesis wrote a letter asking to drop the charges.
Abusive has one prior conviction of domestic violence in 2022. We tracked down the case file from last October. It happened here in the middle of Highway 76 in Lawrence County. The incident report says Rice and Lindsay began arguing about how he damaged her car. A third person in the car tried to force Lindsay out. That's when Lindsay punched her in the face, slammed her into the car multiple times, and then struck her. Genesis was 6 months pregnant. She met Genesis after the October incident. Lindsay was charged with domestic violence in the 2nd degree. She read us the affidavit Rice wrote asking the solicitor's office to dismiss the charges.
I want to drop the charges because he is still young, dumb, and still learning. Hopefully he will get the help he needs. At the end of the day, I know this could have been avoided. If I'm being completely honest, I wouldn't have done anything about the situation if she hadn't called the authorities.
But according to court documents, Abusive pleaded guilty to the DV connection in October and was given a 2-year probation sentence in January of 2023. Genesis always kept whatever went on between her and Abusive a secret, so she didn't tell anyone, not even her parents. Sadly, on May 6, 2023, while being on probation, Abusive would do the unthinkable while Genesis is lying in bed.
Well, some emotional moments in court as the family of a young woman who was shot over the weekend spoke to the man accused of killing her.
The Simpsonville Police Department says Abusive Daquan Lindsay shot and killed Genesis Rice. Officers were called to Jasmine Cove apartment Sunday morning where they found Genesis dead on her bed. The coroner says she was shot in the head. Now, Lindsay appeared in court this afternoon for an initial bond hearing. Genesis's parents spoke directly to him. They said Lindsay and their daughter shared a child together. Her father said his faith is carrying him through this time.
I pray that you get justice where justice is due. Think about Genesis. Think about the cops who said that we shouldn't even go in there because how brutal what happened to Genesis.
The judge denied Lindsay bond. He'll stay in the Greenville County Detention Center.
It was a sweet moment because it was just a day full of laughter and joy and just playing games.
Just days later, Genesis, at just 18 years old, was dead. Simpsonville police found her in her bed. The next day, officers charged 22-year-old Abusive Lindsay with her murder. He's the father of her youngest daughter, only a few months old.
We met him. He's come in our house. And we just looked at it like any other relationship. We never knew that this was the man that was going to take our daughter's life.
She was really at a point in her life where she was really just accomplishing a lot.
Working a new job she loved and moving into her own apartment with her girls for the first time. But there were some parts of her life Rice kept secret.
Genesis really wanted people to be proud. She wanted to make us proud. That's why she didn't mention a lot of stuff that went on.
Lindsay's arrest warrants reveal a pattern of abuse. One incident happening 4 days before Genesis was killed. For Genesis's family, the little memories stand out the most.
I should just say a joke that's not even funny. I mean, and it's still funny because she just has that effect on you.
They aren't letting the death of Genesis define her life, but Lysandra, her mom, has this message for women who might be in the same situation as her daughter.
You may not want to expose what's going on. I think it's important to speak, to at least have someone know, and to find help.
I'm going to give my thoughts and opinion on this story. Very sad situation. To put his hands around her neck like she was a nobody. He was just plain evil. And she kept everything to herself because she did not want this man to go to jail. That's why she wanted to drop the charges. She was protecting her abuser, just like some other women. And she wrote in that letter, she wouldn't have done anything about that situation if her friend hadn't called the authorities. She was protecting him. She was protecting a man that didn't care nothing about her. If she would have died in October of 2022, when he had put his hands around her neck, he wouldn't have cared at all. Because look what he did. He still ended up taking her life. But she still kept going back to him. Ladies, when a man hit you the first time, leave and don't go back. She was just 18 years old and had 2 kids. The only thing this guy wanted to do to her was to control her. For her to be 18, she had her own place. She had a job. She had a car. She was doing great things for herself. But she just happened to pick a demon that was looking to take her life. And he did. Ladies, if you're in this type of situation, get out of it now before it's too late. Never take up for your abuser because he's not going to change unless he wants to change. Please pay attention to the red flags. Know your worth and be safe. Also, thumbs up the video. It lets YouTube know that you enjoy my content, and I will see y'all in my next video. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below. I will continue to keep my thoughts and prayer with the family, and I will see y'all in my next video.